Welcome to Auto Velocity, your trusted source for detailed car reviews, insightful specs breakdowns, and passionate coverage of the most iconic vehicles ever made. Whether you're a die-hard gearhead, a curious enthusiast, or someone who just loves learning about the best in automotive history and performance, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into one of the most legendary Japanese sports cars of all time, the Mazda RX-7. A true icon that redefined performance and design in the world of sports coupes, the RX-7 remains a fan favorite decades after its debut. The Mazda RX-7 is not just another sports car. It stands apart primarily because of its unique heart, the rotary engine. Instead of using traditional pistons, the RX-7's power comes from a Wankel rotary engine, which is lighter, more compact, and capable of incredibly high revs. Over its lifetime, the RX-7 saw 3 generations, each bringing refinements in performance, handling, and style. Among them, the third generation, often referred to by its chassis code FD, is perhaps the most beloved. It introduced twin sequential turbocharging and an elegant, curvaceous body design that still turns heads to this day. The FD RX-7 was powered by a 1.3-liter twin-rotor engine known as the 13B-RU. Though modest in displacement, this engine produced around 255 horsepower in its final form and could rev beyond 8,000 RPM. Thanks to the sequential twin-turbo setup, the RX-7 delivered smooth power delivery across the entire rev range. The first turbo kicks in at lower RPMs for instant torque, while the second engages at higher revs to maintain power through to redline. This made the RX-7 exceptionally responsive and exhilarating to drive, especially on winding roads or a racetrack. Its lightweight construction and near-perfect weight distribution added to its dynamic capabilities. Tipping the scales at just under 2,800 pounds, the RX-7 boasted impressive agility and road feel. The suspension setup, featuring double wishbones at all 4 corners, contributed to its sharp handling and stability at high speeds. Steering was precise and communicative, allowing drivers to feel connected to the road at all times. Whether you were carving through mountain passes or cruising on the highway, the RX-7 provided a driving experience that was both refined and thrilling. Inside, the RX-7 offered a focused cockpit designed with the driver in mind. The low-slung seating position, wraparound dashboard, and minimal distractions emphasized the car's sporting intent. The controls were all within easy reach, and the analog gauges, especially the large central tachometer, reinforced its performance roots. While interior materials were relatively basic compared to today's standards, the fit and finish held up well, and the overall design felt purposeful. Later models included updates like leather seats and premium audio systems, adding a touch of comfort to the otherwise Spartan environment. The exterior design of the RX-7 FD is arguably one of its strongest points. With sleek curves, pop-up headlights, and a low-slung profile, it captured the essence of 90s sports car styling perfectly. Aerodynamically sculpted and perfectly proportioned, it remains one of the most beautiful Japanese cars ever made. Even decades later, it continues to command respect and admiration from enthusiasts and collectors around the world. In terms of performance, the RX-7 could sprint from 0 to 60 in just over 5 seconds and reach a top speed close to 160 miles per hour, impressive numbers for a 90s-era car with such a small engine. What made it special, however, wasn't just the numbers, but the way it delivered its performance. There was a raw, mechanical honesty to how it drove. The sound of the rotary engine, building to a high-pitched wail, the smooth delivery of turbocharged power, and the razor-sharp feedback through the chassis made every drive feel like an event. However, owning an RX-7 is not without its challenges. The rotary engine, while innovative and exciting, demands regular maintenance and care. It's not as forgiving as piston engines when it comes to neglect. Oil consumption, heat management, and turbo upkeep are all critical factors in maintaining reliability. But for those willing to invest the time and effort, the rewards are unmatched. The RX-7 isn't just a car, it's an experience, one that connects driver and machine in a way few modern cars can replicate. The Mazda RX-7 also has a strong motorsport legacy, having competed in events from touring car championships to endurance racing, including the famed 24 Hours of Le Mans. This heritage only adds to its allure and solidifies its place in automotive history. It also enjoyed significant cultural impact, featuring prominently in video games, anime, and movies, most notably the Fast and Furious franchise, further cementing its legendary status. If you're a true driving enthusiast or a collector looking for a pure, analog performance car, the Mazda RX-7 should be high on your list. It represents a time when carmakers were bold, innovative, and willing to break the mold to deliver something truly unique. Thanks for joining us here on Auto Velocity. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Mazda RX-7 and want more legendary car reviews, performance breakdowns, and enthusiast-focused content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. We've got more thrilling cars and detailed reviews coming your way.